just looking for my friend Ben. He got lost here. Where can he be? Ben! Ben! You saw him?
No. Okay, so now we have a search party with the locals. Can't see them. I better not lose myself. Have you seen Ben?
Alright, we've lost a friend. His name is Ben. He's lost his way. It's very strange. This is Wajir. He had lost a friend in the bush. He's just shooting a film. And Ben is here. There he is. This guy, that guy, that's Ben. The tallest guy there.
Where is he? I won't believe it until I see him. Is it really him? They tracked your footprints to find you, yeah. Also, when I said I'd lost Ben, Yusuf thought I was talking about a pen I'd lost.
Where were you, Ben?
I don't know.
In the bush.
In the bush somewhere, exploring.
I'm not sure what to say. I'm not sure what to say.
Shall we say... Hello guys, and welcome back to another Us vlog. This vlog... What are you laughing at? I'm trying to be all serious here. Alright, so I haven't vlogged in a little while, and it's kind of been me... I had all of this footage from Africa, right? And... What's funny? So I had all of this footage from Kenya, my trip to Kenya. Basically, I went out to Kenya to film and document mothers...
Why are you doing that?
What? It's because I'm moving my hands.
Yes.
Okay. So basically, I went out to Kenya. I was filming with a company that was documenting maternal healthcare centres in Kenya. So basically, healthcare centres that look after mothers, children, premature babies. There's response units for complications with pregnancies, and this was a particularly remote part of Kenya called Wajir, which is on the border of Somaliland, and the majority of the communities that live in this area are nomadic, so they travel from place to place, and they're in very remote, isolated parts of Africa. I've re-edited this vlog about 3 or 4 times, and I was very careful about coming across.
Why do you keep on saying exactly?
What? What are you laughing at now? Oh my god.
I know what you're going to say.
What am I going to say?
Basically.
Okay, exactly. So it was difficult earlier for me to stay kind of focused because my niece was finding the whole thing hilarious. But what this vlog is a account of everything I experienced in Africa. And one of the things that why I re-edited this vlog is the first time I edited it was more about me just taking pictures with kids, which I find as though is the narrative for most Western people's documentation of their experiences within Africa. I mean, I wanted this vlog to give you guys a more of an objective insight into the particular part of Africa that I was in. By no means is this a overall picture of Africa, because my experiences elsewhere in Kenya were very different. I mean, if you focus on poverty in any Western country, particularly in London, you can paint a picture of London that it is full of homelessness, full of poverty. The Africa that I experienced was highly progressive, highly advanced, and highly welcoming and beautiful. But what I was touched by during my experience within this particular community was how difficult it was for particularly mothers and children to gain access to facilities that we take for granted. So through this vlog, it's going to be like a kind of first person objective documentation and narrative of my experience with regard to this particular subject, which is maternal health care in a remote and isolated part of Africa called Wajir. So yeah, this is the first community that we visited in Wajir South, and instantly I noticed, one of the things I noticed is that with these communities being nomadic, there was very little possessions that didn't have purpose. Everything seemed to have purpose, you know, because they traveled light and use and keep what they need, not what they don't. So, you know, just being introduced to this environment and speaking with a lady, a mother here who had complications during her pregnancy. She had twins. It kind of very quickly I became aware of how difficult it would be for any member of this community having any kind of health problems, especially those members of the community that were a little bit more vulnerable. So over the next, I suppose, 10 days while I was out here, we were interviewing young mothers, older mothers, community health volunteers. One of the main problems was that there was an immediate repetition, I suppose, throughout the different case studies of loss through childbirth. It seemed to be a very common thing. Most mothers there might have had between 10 and 15 attempted pregnancies and maybe lost 8 to 10. And there was also quite commonly a few case studies where fathers have been left with 9 or 10 children to take care of because their partner had died during childbirth. So immediately I was introduced, despite the solidarity of the communities there, I was introduced to this idea and concept of acceptance, accepting death, accepting fate. And one of the things I noticed was how calmly people would speak about these things. Hello guys, now this is my new form of defense against the mosquitoes. Because I know that I'm not organized enough to use this net, because I keep on getting stuck in it when I fall asleep. So my best bet, considering that they're kind of attacking me every night, is make sure that the only place they can attack is here and here. It was a weird kind of feeling traveling back to like a gated compound, you know, and like having this comfortable environment. I mean, I was always thinking about the reality of, you know, what I've witnessed, been exposed to and seen and spoken to people about, was that there very limited access to facilities that we often take for granted. You know, we don't have to think about traveling for miles and miles and miles just to get safe access to facilities to give us support for our health And not to mention what a mother would be going through, realizing that upon becoming aware of any kind of complications during pregnancy, realizing that, you know, there was nothing she could do. And for me, I'm not sure how. I don't know what we're gonna do, but there needs to be some way of getting back out there to, you know, at least offer services rooted more around nutrition and well-being to help prepare mothers and babies for development through childbirth and the early stages and development of a child's life. So guys, I'm sorry it was a little bit blurred and out of focus. I was literally recording that as I was sitting in darkness, editing this vlog, finishing off editing this vlog. But I really wanted to put it out to you guys. I don't know how we're gonna do it. I don't know how we're gonna get together. I don't know what we're gonna do, but I want to kind of, through this platform, try to figure out a way of either getting out to Wajir again, or I don't know, putting something together. I mean, just please feel free to comment below and let me know of any suggestions you guys have for any way we could try to kind of help to provide the facilities for something more focused around health and nutrition. So yeah, please feel free to leave a comment below and let me know what you think. I'm gonna get back on this vlogging thing, man, because people have been hitting me up and asking me, and you know, I need to stop overthinking the editing process, film the content, edit it and put it out there. So please feel free to comment below, let me know what you think. Let's get the discussion going on how we can get out to Wajir, possibly to help provide these facilities. And yeah, man, stay blessed. Have a great evening or morning or afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Try life was